A 90-minute flight from the Malaysian capital, Kuala Lumpur, finds the USS George Washington steaming northwest to join up with its fellow carrier group. We land, or trap as it's known, during a brief lull on a busy fly day. Before long, the crews on the flight deck are back to the main task at hand. More than 100 launches and recoveries are on the schedule. Each one a tightly choreographed dance of dozens of moving parts, both human and machine. Aircraft operations happen 6 days a week, the near ceaseless activity vital to maintain readiness, but also a demonstration of US power in this region. As the only US carrier stationed permanently off American soil in Japan, the George Washington is at the vanguard of one of the Obama administration's key foreign policy strategies, the so-called pivot to Asia. With China's growing economic, political and military power, and with sharpening territorial disputes raising regional tensions, the US is deploying more force and making that presence felt.
If in fact the United States is going to become more of a presence in the region, it has to actually demonstrate that presence, demonstrate that security cooperation with the region's militaries, and demonstrate that it will be a long-term player in the region.
Military assets like the George Washington are now operating in the midst of a growing number of potential flashpoints. The US has tried to tread carefully, for instance claiming no side in the clash between Japan and China over the Senkaku-Diaoyu Islands, despite being bound to defend Japan in any conflict.
We come to this region as sponsors, if you will, of freedom of navigation and the right to operate in international waters. And it is our sincere hope that the countries that are involved with these disputes figure out those disputes diplomatically.
It's a difficult balancing act. The United States has said that its growing military presence in Asia is not about containing China. But exercises like this remind everyone, friends and potential foes alike, that the US won't willingly cede its influence in this region to the ever-growing local superpower. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, on board the USS George Washington in the Andaman Sea.